here.
Okay.
My name is Laura Perkins, and I'm here to read a story. And the story is Angelina's Birthday Surprise. And the author is Catherine Holabird, and the illustrator is Helen Craig. And I'm actually reading this for my brand new granddaughter, who's a month and a week old today. And her name is Angelina Christina. So this story is for Angelina Christina. Good Tony. So Angelina's Birthday Surprise. Angelina loved her bicycle and rode it everywhere. The bicycle had belonged to Aunt Amy, and it was quite old, but Angelina thought it was the best bicycle in the world. One morning, she pedaled as fast as she could over to Alice's house. "Next week will be my birthday, and we're going to have a picnic," Angelina announced to Alice. "My mother said we could go to the village today and buy decorations." Alice jumped on her bicycle, and they rode quickly down the road to Mrs. Thimble's general store. Here they are riding quickly down the road to the general store. Oh, I just have to show you this. Look at this general store. It's just filled with all sorts of wonderful things. "Another birthday, Angelina?" Mrs. Thimble chuckled as she showed the girls the party decorations. "My, but you're getting old." Angelina smiled as she paid for the streamers and balloons. She really did feel a lot older now that she could ride her bike so well and was sent on important errands to the village. And I just want to make sure you notice these beautiful cakes also in the general store. They're gorgeous, these beautiful cakes in that general store. "Come on, Angelina, let's have a race," called Alice. Angelina loved to race Alice down the bumpy road home. "I'll beat you, Alice," Angelina shouted, going so fast that she didn't see the big rock lying directly in her path. Gotta watch out for those big rocks. Bang! The bike crashed into the rock. Angelina flew into the air and then fell to the ground with a terrible thump. Poor Angelina. We don't want this to happen to you, Angelina. That's why I'm reading you this book. "Oh, why did you make me race, Alice?" cried Angelina angrily, pointing to a cut on her foot. Poor Alice was very upset. She took Angelina's hand and helped her stand up. They looked at the bicycle. One wheel had come off. The other was twisted, and the handlebars were upside down. "Maybe we can fix it," said Alice. They dragged the broken bicycle back to Angelina's house, where Mr. Mouseling bandaged Angelina's foot and shook his head. "That must have been quite a crash," he said. "What shall I do?" Angelina asked sadly. Mrs. Mouseling smiled at her. "Perhaps you're old enough now to help earn some money to buy a new bicycle." "I'll try," Angelina agreed, and she made a list of all the jobs she could do. Alice offered to help. And here they are trying to figure out what they can do so they can earn money to get a bicycle. Then they're going to have a series of jobs. On Monday after school, Angelina planted strawberries and raspberries for Mrs. Hodgepodge. On Tuesday afternoon, Angelina helped her ballet teacher, Miss Lily, wash the dance floor and polish the piano. And here she is with the strawberries. Planting's wonderful, and your mommy loves good strawberries from Kazakhstan. And then here she is with ballet, with Mrs. Lily, her wonderful ballet teacher. On Wednesday, Angelina and Alice watered the garden and hung out the washing for Alice's mother, who had a new baby. And Angelina, I know you're going to see this story later, but this is exactly how big you are right now while I'm reading this book. You were really that tiny, can you believe it? And this is really your mom and your dad and me all in one, holding you and loving you. On Thursday, they mowed the grass and picked apples for Angelina's grandparents. On Friday, Angelina helped Mr. Bell, the old postman, repair and paint his front door. Then they walked to Mrs. Thimble's store for more balloons. So here they are on Thursday, and here they are on Friday. Angelina was happy. She felt so proud of their hard work and the money they had earned. Then they passed the bicycle shop. There in the window was the most beautiful bicycle Angelina had ever seen. But it was very expensive. Angelina counted all her money. I haven't even got enough to buy a nice horn for that bike, she said. I wish I could buy the bicycle for you, said Alice. This is a very big picture of what's happening. And you know, that's a great friend, Alice, right? Alice, who wants to help Angelina help her make her dream come true. That's a great friend. Saturday afternoon was Angelina's birthday party. Alice came early to help blow up the balloons and decorate the garden. Angelina's mother and Aunt Amy had made a delicious picnic, and soon Angelina's friends started arriving. Flora and Felicity brought Angelina hair ribbons and a book on dancing. That was a great gift because she loves to dance. Alice gave her a delicate ballerina doll. Something else about dance. Cousin Henry gave Angelina a silver horn for when she got another bicycle. Angelina managed to smile and hug Henry because she knew he was trying to be kind. Henry's a little bitty one. What a great cousin trying to help his cousin with her bike. The party games began, the garden filled with singing voices. Happy birthday, Angelina. Happy birthday to you. Angelina saw her grandparents followed by Mrs. Hodgepodge, Miss Lily, Mrs. Thimble, Alice's mother, Mr. Bell, and Aunt Amy, all with bicycles. We came to have a race with you, Angelina, said her grandmother. Angelina was surprised. I'd love to go, she said, but I don't have a new bike yet. And she felt like crying. Angelina, come and look, shouted Henry, who had a terrible time keeping secrets. I wonder what's over there. And there, hidden behind the garden shed, was the shiny new bicycle that Angelina and Alice had seen in the bicycle shop window. How did it get there? Oh, Angelina was so excited she jumped on the bicycle and rode it in circles around and around the garden. It's a great thing to ride in circles around the garden. Her grandfather smiled at her and said, "You and Alice worked so hard. We all wanted to help buy the bicycle for your birthday." Then Angelina led everyone on a birthday bicycle ride over the hills, singing all the way, with balloons and streamers flying in the wind. What a bicycle trip to have balloons and streamers flying in the wind over the hills. And we end with balloons and streamers flying in the wind. I love you, Angelina. Happy birthday.